Chris, what a game of football, 5 goals, victory this afternoon, first home win of the season in the league.
Yeah.
How did you see the performance?
I've just said to the players, from minute 30 of the first half to probably minute 75 of the second half, we were abysmal. We were abysmal. Didn't do anything they asked for, gave the ball back too cheaply. But yeah, I mean, the desire and the resilience to get back into the game, and actually, you know, when you make sort of changes like that in the second half, when you're chasing the game, it's really difficult at times to get instruction onto players. And what we asked for, they did it brilliantly, and they got the just reward. So I'm absolutely delighted for them because they've had a tough start to the season. But that's 2 wins out of 3. Obviously, you now start to look and think, well, can we put a little bit of a run together and see where that takes us? We're not going to win the league, but we're not here just to settle for avoiding relegation. And I'd like to think, you know, that today could have settled, and we didn't do that. So yeah, I'm chuffed for them.
We're seeing as well in the starting 11, Cass and Elise made their debuts as well, and of course Elise got on the score sheet as well. Yeah. How pleased with with their performances and how quickly they've settled in really nicely?
Yeah, Elise has been here before, so she knows a good number of girls. Obviously Cass knows probably a few from her days at Peterborough, but they're both good players. They've got qualities that we need, and they will add to our strength and depth. And obviously Elise has scored today, and we didn't necessarily utilise Cass as much as I think we probably will do or could have done today, but you saw bits today when you get it into her and it sticks and you get bodies around her, it allows us to get up the pitch. And yeah, she's got really good football intelligence, really good player technically, so we will see, I'm sure, an abundance of what she's going to be able to offer us moving forward this season. Elise has been here before and I'm delighted that she got a goal. So yeah, we're and look, I think by bringing 2 players in like that and bringing in you know, new signings and all the rest of it, especially given the start of the season that they've had, it helps raise the performances of other players really, and people want to be in the 11, they want to be in the 16, so hopefully competition with places will just continue to drive standards.
And it's that yeah, as you mentioned there, the competition as well, and like I say, there's so many good players that are in the squad as well, and you only have to pick 15, 16, yeah. So it's, you know, it's always difficult leaving players out, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and you know, today we've picked 16, we've had to leave a couple out. We've had no Lauren Church today because unavailable, got no Stacey McConville today because she's unavailable, Holly Wilson not here. So yeah, we have got a big squad, but everyone's going to play the part, and people who have been left out 16s or, you know, not been in the team have reacted brilliantly. Alice today scored last week and could have reacted and kicked the tail out of the cotton and sulky about it. Yeah. I said to her that she would have an impact in the game and I needed her to be ready, and she's come on and been absolutely superb, got an assist and a goal that's won us the game. So yeah, competition with places, drive standards, and we've seen that in someone like Alice Hayes today, who was would have been disappointed but has come on and done absolutely tremendous for us, and she's, you know, along with everyone else, but she played a big part in why we won the game today.
And you talk about the little run that you could potentially put on as well, and certainly results like this as well, you think we were 2-1 down up until the last 15 minutes, and then we get the equaliser, and then we go on and get the win as well. It's those games like this where we're turning losses into draws into wins, that it could be a real key factor for the team moving up the league.
Yeah, so like, you know, as I said to the girls before, like when you're a third of the way through the season, the table doesn't really lie. You start to see where people are going to be. I'm going to contradict myself now. I think this group can be better than they've been doing. That's what I think. But they were in the position they was in for a reason, and you do start to look ahead and go, well, actually Shrewsbury next week in the FA Cup, you want to win that and get through. Sutton Coldfield were below us, and I thought Sutton Coldfield were good today. You know, they were direct, physical. They're a decent team, and it shows this, I suppose, the standard of the league when they are where they are. It's probably a bit of a false position for them in a degree, but ultimately everyone is where they're at after 8 games in. But you start to look ahead and think, well, we could pick points up there, and can we pick points up there? And you start to look and go, well, it's 2 wins out of 3. We want to make it 3 wins out of 4 next week, and then you look into November and go, well, actually, if we perform like we have done, could we get something there? So, yeah, it's a good start.
And of course, you mentioned Shrewsbury Town to come next week, a nice little break away from the league as well. And I'd say a bit going there, be a tough game as well. What's your thoughts ahead of the next Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know anything about them. Obviously, I know we played them in pre-season here, but I wasn't the manager, so I don't really know anything about it or about them. But they'll be a decent team when they've got through to the stage of the FA Cup for a reason. We want to make sure that we go and put on a performance that allows us to progress, because we want to get through as far as we can do in the FA Cup, for the fact that our own pride, because you want to get as far as you can do and do as well as you can do in every competition, but also the prize money for the club is big. So yeah, we'll obviously assess what next week looks like over the week, Tuesday, Thursday, and hopefully look forward to going next Sunday.
Well done today, mate.
Thank you.